I welcome you once again to this channel, Secrets of Health TV on YouTube and Secrets of Health TV on Facebook. And if you are following us on TikTok, it is Secrets of Health. As I indicated to you in my previous video that we are still with trainer, the female trainer, the female gym instructor, Rashida Abubakar. Yesterday, or in our previous video, you saw that she took us through their gym equipment and she took us through what those gym equipment does. And in that video, we did promise you that we are going to sit with her and then go into details with our topics. So without wasting much time, let's go and set the ball rolling. Madam Rashida, thank you once again for making it, having time for us. I hope everything is okay.
Alhamdulillah.
We thank God. Now, without wasting much time, as we did promised our viewers yesterday that we are going to speak to so many issues surrounding the gym, work. The first thing I want us to discuss is the perception around gym instructors. A lot of people think gym instructors are, womanizers, especially the male ones among you. Now, before we even come to that, I think you are the only female gym instructor I have seen, or is there other female gym instructors you know?
Here in Kumasi, personally, I don't know of any.
Really?
Yeah, if there is, I think they are just not out there for us to see. Yeah, because personally, being in this, I've been in here. This is my 5th year. 5 years.
5 years here at the gym.
No, in this particular gym, I've been here for 2 years straight. Yeah, but then being in the fitness world, I've been here for 5 years. And then here in Kumasi, I honestly I've met a lot of girls in the fitness.
But they are not instructors.
Exactly.
Like
people that have made it to take it as a job, if I should put it that way. I've not met anybody yet. That I have met a lot of girls that are into the fitness world and are doing so much well for themselves. People just like it and wouldn't want to use it as
their job,
their business, let me put it that way, just as I have. Exactly. And then you being in the fitness world also doesn't mean you are entitled to be a trainer. There's a whole lot of things that comes with being a trainer.
So is there a special training or a special distance to become a gym instructor, or through your normal training then you
learn a lot along the way when you are into it. But to become like a professional trainer, you have to be certified. Yes.
So you have
to go through like a course. To know this, as I said, you learn a lot in the process. Being here, you learn and unlearn, you see the mistakes, you see the do's and the don'ts, but then still, just as schooling, you can't go to a certain point and just stop. To impact much more knowledge, you have to do your degree, you have to do your master's. So from the start, there are let me say diploma courses and certificates for fitness training, whereas if you are done with that, you can now, wanting to be a pro, then you advance. Like it's just like those proceedings.
Because to be a gym instructor, it means you need to learn about the physical the
anatomy of a human.
So that
it's basically like science. Yes, you have to know
related. Because I remember a lot of people, as a herbal practitioner, a lot of people come to me for problems. Some will come to me with a problem like sciatica. In fact, even yesterday, one guy called me and complained of his waist, and he told me that he used to be a gymmer. He always lift heavy metals, so he don't know whether it was this metal.
It could be.
So it means if you haven't met a very good instructor, maybe you can go.
It takes a whole lot to be in the gym, even if you are not a trainer. It takes a whole lot, and then you need to really learn a lot, because the gym is not necessarily just about lifting weight. A whole lot comes into lifting weight. That is when, if you do and then you don't do it right, you get to like get into injuries and stuff. Your form, your posture, how you lift, They all count.
They all count.
Yes.
So that means you need to be under a certified gym.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you end up injuring yourself like those guys. Now, let's come back to our question.
Yeah.
Gym instructors. What is wrong with you people? When someone brings his woman, then you people will end up chopping the woman. Why? Why
Even with women, like these things happen, like it's being talked about, you know. But then the profession is not like that. It is this individual trait, like say exactly. It is just individual trait, but then professionally, that's not how the work is. Yes.
Some people have a school of thought that maybe you can't falter the gym instructors because you see, a woman cannot wear a straight dress and come to a gym. Sometimes they normally will wear a seductive, attire, those stretches, and some part of their sensitive areas will be exposed. And these gym instructors are also human beings. They are not firewood, so sometimes it will trigger the libido level in their distance. So some people say that is the main reason why some of them do that.
That shouldn't be a reason. You shouldn't. I don't know what's right word to use, but why would you be enticed by somebody by what they are wearing? So if you're walking outside and you see a mad woman stripped naked, would you want to have a thing to do with
No, I don't think
exactly.
So.
That is just it. And the fact that people have those perceptions doesn't mean women are restricted to dress a certain kind of way to the gym. You get it? Just as you said, you can't wear a straight dress to the gym.
And come, or
and
jeans.
Then, exactly. Every place you go to, let's even take the gym out of the equation. If you are going to dine at a restaurant, you can't wear a gym clothes to the restaurant to dine. Why? Because there is a specific clothing made for places like that. You can't wear a dress that you're supposed to go dine with to go sit in a lounge, like in your home lounge. Just that you'll be home, then you feel like, let me just wear a gown and go sit at my lounge. We don't do things like that. There are clothes that are specifically made for the gym. And then yes, I get it in a way that sometimes we as women, feeling comfortable in our own skin and then loving the gains we've had and all of those things, tend to dress in a certain kind of way to please us, not to please you as a man. A lot of times, a lot of people feel like women dress for men, but then we dress to suit us. Like we dress for the moment, if I should put it that way. Just as you see a woman wearing maybe a very short shorts in the gym today, tomorrow you might see her wearing a very big joggers as I am doing. Why? Because that's what she feels good in, not because she's wearing it for you to feel a certain kind of way. So just as I said, it is just human trait. The profession is not like that, but then it is just human trait. And then I always say this. I think I quite remember I was having a conversation with a guy centered around this thing, and then I was just telling them, anywhere there are men and then there are women, some of these things are bound to happen. It is nature. You can't do away with it. But then you as the individual, what is your goal to come into the gym? You get it? Everybody has a reason of being here. Everybody has what brought them to the gym. Everybody had what inspired them to the gym, what triggered them to come to the gym. So what is yours? A lot of times, like this is just as I'm saying, we can't do away with some of these things. But then with gym instructors, personally here in this our gym, nothing of the sort has happened. So, as in our male gym instructors having anything to do with women. It is strictly business here.
So what are the criteria you people normally put down in order to hire a gym instructor? Because it all boils down to the mindset. Some may end up applying to be a gym instructor here with the mindset of, oh, there are ladies coming here, so let me come and then see whether I can get one or two of them. That is his mindset. Some too are here purposely for business, strictly for business. So what are some of the things you people consider in picking a gym?
You can never pick up on someone's mind. Everybody and how they appear can appear to you as the most saint you've ever seen, but then I have different agendas. So here, you are being hired for the first 3 months, where we
Understudy you,
and
or,
like we study you, like a sort of on a probation. Yeah. So within the first 3 months, there are nice women that actually comes here, big women that actually
As
comes
we
here, like
came here,
prominent people.
we saw beautiful ladies here.
Exactly. We have lawyers, young lawyers, young doctors, like really beautiful ladies that comes in here. So definitely, if you are that kind of a person in the range of 3 months, nobody is going to tell you we are looking at you. But
And
then
there are CCTV cameras.
there are cameras all over here.
All over. So if
maybe you are doing it outside of the gym, that one is more business. But then in here, nothing. Nobody since my 2 years of being here has ever complained of sexual harassment in regards to any of our trainers. It's never happened.
So has there been a time that a male, client, because
Yeah.
you are a female
Yeah.
gym instructor, the reason why we are not, talking about you female instructors is that, like I indicated, you are not many in the system.
Yeah.
I think for now you are the only.
Yeah, but I think in Accra there are a lot.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
them. The reason why we are not talking about you, because we are not many in the system. So our focus is on the men.
Yeah.
So has there been a time or a situation whereby, let me use you, a male client will begin to flirt with you as a female?
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. Just as I'm saying, wherever there are men and women, regardless of your position or whatsoever, some of these things are meant to happen. But you as the individual, what is your mind? What do you want? What is the reason why you are there? And then even if you've taken it as a profession, what is the reason why it is your profession? You get it? Are you in it just to flirt with your male client and have a thing or two with them? Or you are in because you found love for a hobby, it became a passion for you, and then you are much more concerned on transforming people's bodies, or you want to transform their mind?
Their mind, okay. Do you agree with me that some clients, both male and female,
Yeah.
do come to the gym, visit any gym, not even necessarily here, any gym to register with the mindset of flirting with the guys over there?
Yeah, that's happened.
It does happen. And why is that?
Individual trait.
Because you see, the perception out there is that if you are looking for beautiful women, sexy ones for that matter,
You found them in the gym.
you find them
not
in the
even
gym.
in the club.
Absolutely. And if you are looking for, sexy men, well-built, well-cut men,
Yeah.
handsome for that matter too, you normally will find them in the gym.
Yeah.
So with this perception out there, it has made it quite easy, an easy avenue for people to flirt. Do you agree with that?
I wouldn't say it is an easy avenue. People do flirt. That is one thing you can't do away with. And then I'm still going to hit on it. What is your mindset? What do you want?
So,
Because let me make this example. Like all the time, I mention the name of my very first trainer when I started going to the gym, Stana Kenbash, popularly known as the Greek god. I never got to believe, like, just as I said, I was never into the gym, though I was always like a sports person, exactly because of these myth of people flirting, especially male trainers having anything to do with female trainers and stuff. But then anybody could check Stana Kenbash out on his socials. He's dealt with 1,000 of women. And then I can boldly hit a chest to say none of them can say Bash has flirted with them.
wow.
Yes. And then me being somebody that has been trained under him, I can boldly hit a chest to say so. He will play with you when he needs to play with you, but if it is business, we mean business. And then he doesn't go beyond business. So that means this is somebody that has had a clear mindset of, this is a journey I'm looking at taking as a forever. This is something that I want to build on. This is what I want people to know me for. So if I am going to have to do this, I would have to put a niche out there that this is it. So imagine he was someone that had to flirt with every female that comes to him.
At the end of the day,
Now he is big and has set up his personal gym.
Wow.
Yes, in Tsunami.
I don't think he would have gotten to
Exactly,
this,
he wouldn't
this
have
far,
gotten there.
because at the end
So
of the
it
day,
is always you looking up ahead to know what you want and then working around it. So just as I'll keep saying, it is individual traits. So just as you asked the question, if I've been flirt-like with clients, like
and what was your
it does, but then I will let you know we are in here for business. Personally, sometimes even on my socials, sometimes you could just see me right. You don't have to have anything to do with a gym bro, like having anything to do with somebody you're in the same gym space with. Because for me, in a way, I feel like it is not healthy. If you have your partner that you people are coming to the gym together, I think it is something very fine. But for me, a place where I train, I wouldn't be too comfortable to find a boyfriend in there.
Really?
Because just as I said, like everybody has a reason to why they come to the gym. A lot of people are coming to the gym because they are broken-hearted, just to heal. A lot of people are coming to the gym just to get away from their troubles. Everybody has a reason to come
to the gym.
You
Some
get
too
it.
come to the gym for to
feel good, and then all of that. We all had a reason why we started the gym in the first place before it even became like a passion for us. You get it. Exactly. So I will always dwell on the fact that if you know what you want, nobody can come and say I'm flirting with you. Or people would flirt with you, that you can never do away with. It is something that is always going to happen. But then if they are flirting with you, you as the individual, you as the woman, how you are going to respond to them is what is going to make it continue or stop.
Now, I think, folks, she has given us all the rundown, and I think the perception you have out there, I think gradually she is trying to, or she's been able to wash those perceptions down away from your mind. So all what she's saying is that it boils on the mind of the individual. Everybody has a purpose and a reason for which he or she comes to the gym. Some come to the gym to shy away from their broken heart. Some too come to the gym because of the problems they are having in their homes and at workplace. Some also come to the gym purposely for fitness reason. And again, she did not debunk the fact that some also come to the gym purposely to flirt with the woman. Now, before we move on to our next topic, is it allowed two clients, they don't work at the gym, they are just clients, they are coming from their individual homes, is it allowed for these two individuals, male and female, to flirt in case maybe they came here to meet each other and they started flirting?
It is allowed. Very much allowed, because there is no kid in the gym. We are all adults. You get it. And then just as everybody can meet their lover anywhere, everybody can, just that maybe it is just individual traits. Just as I keep saying, just as I said, me personally would not want to have anything to do with. You get it. But then somebody else would. You can't restrict people, but then you don't have to sexually harass anybody in the gym. If you feel like you like somebody in the gym, it is a conversation between you and then the person in and out of the gym. Exactly. And then if the person says yes to you, who is the gym management to say no?
No.
They have no business in your personal life.
It has nothing to do with the progress of the gym.
Exactly. If it has nothing to fault the gym.
If it happens that it is a client against a worker, that is not acceptable. That is one.
Even every work ethics.
Yeah, it is.
You can't even have a thing to do with even your own colleague. How much more a client?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So work ethics, no.
Folks, I think you've heard. Now, let's see. As I did promise my viewers, there is this famous exercise. Which a lot of people normally ask me about. It is called Kegel exercise. And if you read about it, it tells you that it is very good for men who are sexually weak in bed, in the other room. So such men, if they start doing Kegel exercise, it helps them to control as and when, or it helps them to have control as to when to ejaculate during
Yeah.
sexual intercourse. You being a gym instructor and a physical trainer,
Yeah.
is this perception or is this fact indeed true?
Kegel exercises basically is not just for men. It is for both genders.
Okay.
It's for both men and women. And then the main purpose is to strengthen your pelvic walls. You know, yeah. So yeah, it helps with both men and women. And then one of its main function is to help bladder control.
Bladder control.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It helps. Because if you look at how Kegel exercises are being done, with the exception of demonstrative exercises, there is a way of contracting your pelvis, both men and women. Yes.
Especially if I get you right, during urination.
During
you can
urination.
control.
Even
when-
if you're not urinating, you can, but then you control it. Mostly we talk about urination because you control it as if you're trying to pee and then you hold it back. So with men not having a bodied function as women, men tends to contract their anus.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is how men do their Kegels. And that of women tend to control their vagina walls, like your pelvic walls.
So you are able to do that.
Yes,
contract.
even whilst I am sitting, I
can be doing
can
it.
do it. You can do it whilst you are walking. That is, if you become like consistent with it, you're able to like control it. Even when you are walking, when you are standing, when you are lying down,
You can be doing
you
it.
can be doing it.
So what benefit does it comes or does it brings to the person, the Kegel exercise? Even though you've mentioned that it can control your bladder.
Yeah.
What
With
other?
men, just as I think that is going to be the main topic, it helps with erectile dysfunction too. Yes, and then it helps with prostate issues.
Prostate issues.
Yes, and then if somebody is even out of prostate surgeries and then all of that, it helps with the healing processes and all of that.
There is this unfortunately, the way you explain it, you said men can do their Kegel with their anus,
Yeah.
and then women too do it with their vaginal walls.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate we cannot demonstrate
Demonstrate that,
them here
yeah.
because of where those two
Yeah,
parts are
exactly.
located. You understand, and it even goes against the privacy and then
Yeah.
community guidelines of this app we are on. But there is this training which normally you will see on the internet where a person will be lying down and then be lifting something like this.
That is what we call a glute bridge.
So this one is not rather a Kegel, but it is
It is a workout to strengthen your glute muscles and then your pelvic walls.
so
Because you see, yeah, a lot of times in the gym, men tend to forget that. Let me just say it this way. In the gym, you have to train every muscle group. Yes, so like let's say someone comes in, I want to lose, just my stomach is big, I want to lose my stomach. You can't lose only your stomach. It is fat. So you have to lose overall body fat to be able to target. You can't only target one place and leave the other. But a lot of times, a lot of men, there's just a few that I see do this, but what a lot of men fail to do is to train their glutes. That is the buttocks muscles, let me put it that way, because they feel like it is AMI, Juma, it is women that like big buttocks, it's women that has to train their glutes and all of that. But no, training your glute muscles helps you strengthen your pelvic walls. And then this in turn tends to help with bladder control because, time in, time out, as you are growing and all of that, a lot of the muscles in your body tends to become weak. And then the bladder is an example. That is why sometimes you get people at old ages that fall sick, then they're not able to control their bladder. And then the moment their bladder gets full, they are peeing on themselves and then those kind of things.
Wow.
So to prevent some of these things, training and then strengthening your pelvic walls help you to control your bladder. Just as I said, the contraction of the anus is just as if you controlling your urine. So even with women, sometimes if you have, let's say UTIs and other abdominal diseases, and you go to the gym and it has something to do with your pelvic walls and all of those things, you are being advised by nurses, like even if you are trying to urinate, no matter how hard you feel like you want to urinate, try to hold it in.
Really?
Yes. You hold it in for like few seconds, like 4 5 seconds, you release, you hold. So you're able to finish peeing. Yes, to strengthen like your pelvic wall, just to prevent some of these bladder issues and all of that.
Wow.
So training your glute maximus, like your glute, your entire glute, that's the glute maximus. Training it really helps.
So this training I just said, you see the person
You
will be
lie
lying
down, then you thrust your hips back.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
Something
It is called the glute bridge.
It is not the Kegel.
It is a form of Kegel exercises. You get it? So let me put it this way. Kegel exercises, you are training your pelvic walls.
Because as for the Kegel exercise, per what you just told me, as I'm even sitting here,
I can perform a Kegel exercise.
No, and right now I'm doing it, but nobody is seeing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you strengthening your pelvic automatically translates
and
with
let me explain. You know, by doing it, you just, if you are a man, you just contract your anus, and then you
release it.
Release, contract, release. That is the Kegel exercise, and I think similar goes to
the women as well. Yeah, you contract for a few seconds.
So not necessarily you being physical.
Yeah,
you can be sitting like this and
then
still
be doing
it.
Yeah.
And I think it is. In fact, from now I'll be doing it because I need to perform well in the other room. Or you think I have all the help, so I shouldn't do? I will do. Now, so that is similar to...
Yeah, so you doing those things help you strengthen your pelvic walls. Yes, and then Kegel exercises are functionally to help you strengthen your pelvic walls. So aside doing what we can't see, these other exercises also help to strengthen your pelvic walls.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for having time to watching this interesting conversation. How I wish we could, touch on the other issues, but like she said, God willing, we are going to find another time, same venue, to speak to you about, this BBL, issues and it related.
This I'll really anticipate, because it's really a thing to talk about.
Really?
It's
then I think we will have to find time within this short period to come and then speak about it. Thank you once again. Kindly subscribe to the channel Secrets of Health TV, and if you are watching us on Facebook, Secrets of Health TV, Secrets of Health, don't forget to follow the page, like, and then if you have any comment or any suggestion as to what we have discussed, please don't hesitate, let us know in the comment area. Your final words before we draw the curtains.
I look up to everybody going on a health and a fitness journey. I feel like it is one thing that we've not really paid much attention to do. Like, a lot of people are getting to recognize the efforts of the whole gym community and all of that. But then I need people to also get to know that the gym is not just a place for you to lose weight or to gain weight, but then a place to help with your mental health. Yes, it's a whole lifestyle on its own.
Gym.
But then, until you are in it, this is a broad topic, even talking about mental health in the gym. It's a whole story on its own.
I think we will have to have a series with you.
Exactly. I would love that.
You have a lot of knowledge about this thing.
I would actually urge people to...
Can you give us your social media handles and your number in case someone... And I hope you do private training. If someone want to hire you to go and train.
Exactly.
Okay, give us your
You just
handle.
have to talk. My personal line is 0549 466 500. Yeah. And then on Instagram, you can find me as Shida _AS_. The Shida is SHIDA underscore.
I'll put it there.
Then we have Moms Ida on Snapchat. Moms Ida on Facebook. Moms Ida on TikTok as well.
So folks, you can follow her on all these social media handles, and if you are looking forward to having her to train you personally at your own comfort zone, not necessarily you coming here to the gym. And this even goes to the men who are having doubt that I won't allow my wife, my partner, to come to the gym. You can engage her. She will come home and train your wife for you. Then everything is going to be okay. And don't forget, we had this interview at Metro Gym and Health Club, located at Asqua Highway. When you are coming from Araga Junction, it is on your, left, just within the Goyle filling station on your left.
On your right from
on your
Araga
right
Junction,
from Araga Junction, and if you are coming from Asqua, as soon as you get to the filling station, the Goyle filling station, just check on your left, you will see Metro Gym and Health Club, their banner or their signboard over there. This is where you bring the conversation, to an end. And don't forget, we are going to meet again to discuss a whole lot of issues regarding gym centers. And until then, have a nice day. And my name still remains Dr. Aziz, your only herbal practitioner here in Ghana. We have a lot of them, but hey, let me blow my trumpet small. Have a nice day. Bye.